welcome everybody who is interested in our Sociology Master Program at the Corvinus University of Budapest. I am Beata Nagy, the Program Director of Sociology Master Program, and I invited to this event Anel Sherikbek, our Sociology Master student, and Anel is also a student ambassador of the Sociology Master Program. So I start the presentation with some introductory information, and Anel will continue to speak about student life. What I would like to show you today is a brief overview of the academic program. I intend to display the curriculum and the main courses, and just to show you where you can find further information about the program and how to find us. So before I go into the technical details and into the parts of the curriculum, I would like to say you that we have many students coming from abroad, from different parts of the world, and it is important because we don't simply teach a sociology master program, but we developed a specialization in global social studies. And to speak about globalization and global issues and global problems, or what we see now, the global crisis in the world. So we need students coming from everywhere because students have different experiences. They are affected differently by the crisis, by the social inequalities and problems. So it is very good to have an international and global audience at the classes. One of our previous students mentioned that even without going abroad, you can meet a very international environment at Corvinus University, and it is a huge advantage to those who study in Hungarian in only Hungarian topics. So how the curriculum looks like. So we started this program in 2019. So it is a rather new program at Corvinus University of Budapest in sociology, but it had many decades history. Because we started teaching sociology master program several decades ago, and it is very strongly based on Hungarian and international empirical research, and also the theoretical legacy or heritage of Karl Polanyi. So this program is a 4-semester long sociology master program, and the students have to earn 120 credits. It is important to emphasize that this program is particularly useful for those who are interested in critical knowledge, critical and global approach, who are interested in understanding the world around us, and they don't simply describe the world, but also understand and analyze and think about the development or change in global societies. So the research, the curriculum at Corvinus is empirically grounded. We put a huge emphasis on the knowledge. We transmit to students that it is based on data and on empirical evidences. So research and empirical knowledge is very, very crucial. We concentrate on the one hand on historical relationships and historical heritage and historical processes of social changes, for example, and social challenging, and also economic challenges, of course. but we are also interested in the future. So we want to connect the historical and the future social phenomenon. So this program is very good for those who want to understand the roots of the present day and future societies. The curriculum consists of 4 main parts, as you can see here. One part is the core courses. The second part is the specialization in global social studies. The third important part is the thesis writing seminar. And the last part is the internship. So what is there? What is behind the words? Here you can see the list of the core courses. We have 2 theoretical courses, one on the theories of global social change and the other one on the approaches to technology and society. And the other subjects under the core courses consist of methodological classes. You can see here the many methodological classes the students have to study, and we are very proud of that, and we think it is very important that not just to speak about the real life or social life, but the analysis is very crucial. So from the very beginning of the course of the curriculum or the class, we teach students how to make research, how to carry out research, how to evaluate the impact of the research. And both quantitative and qualitative methods are taught. And we include also computer-assisted methodological knowledge and intend to improve students' skills in methods, because we believe that their labor market positions and career opportunities will be much better if they are trained in different kinds of methods. Besides these core courses, students have to study, some students have to study catch-up courses, because not everybody comes from social sciences, and those who haven't learned sufficient skills and knowledge from social sciences, or they were not trained in sociology, they have to study, for example, statistics, theoretical courses, and some classes about present-day social problems and issues. Those who come from Stipendium Hungaricum countries, they have to go to Hungarian language classes too. The second part of the curriculum is the Global Social Studies specialization. It consists of 4 different classes, and here you can see that we intend to cover different parts of these global developments. On the one hand, the world economy and global markets. On the other part is on global data analysis, how to find global data and how to make an analysis with the help of them. National identities is a more theoretical class. Finally, gender and work is a very horizontal issue, which is manifestly or latently there in everywhere in today's societies. So it is the specialization, and the next important part is the thesis writing seminar. We are very proud of that actually at the Corvinus University, because it's a 2-semester long work where students work together with their supervisors from the very beginning, and they have to make a very independent empirical research. And just to prove that students are ready for empirical research, I would like to tell you the last year's story, when 7 students from the second year master students participated in the student competition, and they were also, some of them, 4 of them were nominated to the national competition. So not only Hungarian students were excelled in this competition, but also many Stipendium Hungaricum students or students coming from other countries, non-Hungarian students. And some of the students were also publication opportunities offered by the Corvinus University of, by the Corvinus Journal of Sociology and Social Policy. So it might be a very important turning point for many who are interested in research career or in building their portfolios. I put here some topics which are very important in the master thesis seminars. The last part I would like to mention is the internship. It's a mandatory internship. It is originally it was placed into the last semester, into the final semester. We suggest places for students where it is useful to go for internship. Most often they go to research centers or NGOs or for-profit organizations, but not exclusively. So they also have the opportunity to take their connections. And I think it is the point where Anel will share her experience. Before I give the floor to Anel, I would like to mention a last thing, which is the connection between students and professors at the Sociology Master Program. So we intend to build partnership in the form of social gathering, as you can see on the picture, but not only social gathering is important, but also work together in different research activities and at conferences, which are very often bilingual, so students can take part in, even foreign students can take part in these programs. So we encourage not only students, but also our colleagues to be open to the cooperation between professors and students and to work together on different research activities. And now I give the floor to Anna, who can speak more about that.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Anel. I am second year MA Sociology student and I'm from Kazakhstan. So in order to portray our sociology program in the most, truthful way and from the student perspective, I think it is always better to speak about your own path, your own experiences. So I would like to share with you my story of why I chose sociology and my experiences studying it so far, and I hope for many of you it will be useful. So first of all, I came from the international relations bachelor's background from my home country, and I was scared a little to study with a different study field. But our program, as Professor Beata mentioned, provides catch-up classes for the students like me. And we have learned sociology catch-up classes and statistics catch-up classes, and I can say that they were really helpful and useful. In sociology catch-up classes, we have learned the basics, the core of theories behind the sociology, study field, the thoughts of Max Weber, of Karl Polanyi. In the statistics catch-up classes, we have learned statistical methods, and I can say that the knowledge that I gained became my, the core, and it really helped me to go further. And I would like to say, for those who maybe encounter the same problem and debate, not to be afraid because you can catch up. Secondly, why I decided to choose sociology is because when finishing my bachelor's, I worked in the field where we had to do some interviews and field research, and I felt that I lack some practical knowledge in the field, and my goal was to specifically find sociology program which can provide this practical knowledge, like some softwares to use. And I can say that my sociology here really helped me to achieve my goal, because throughout these 2 years we have learned such software programs like Stata, SPSS, R. We have learned some more specific programs like NVivo, so programs like NVivo software, and also Excel. There was a class where we were taught some specifics of professional use of Excel. And so you see, more than four software programs, we were learning to do some numerical analysis and qualitative analysis in it. And it really helped me in a real work right now. I can say that students who were studying with me and me now have the necessary knowledge to work in these softwares. And as a result, I participated recently in a research with one of our professors, Lila Vicek. We were working on the research of artificial intelligence use and portrayals of it in the U.S. media, where we worked in SPSS program. So we have collected numerous of articles, hundreds of articles on the topic, and were able to analyze it using SPSS. And I was primarily a little bit, insecure of whether I will be able to work on it, but it turned out that I can. And I really liked the research made. So I would like to specify also that all of the professors in the program are very open-minded and friendly. As Professor Beata mentioned, we have very multicultural environment here, and it is really interesting to study in such an environment, to hear different thoughts of people coming from Korea. I have group mates from South Korea, from Thailand, from Ecuador, and it was amazing for me. It was my first experience to be in such an international environment. And professors, knowing this, are very uniquely oriented to each of us. If, for example, you want to have some private consultations and discuss, professors are always helpful in this and understanding of the situation. So from the my from another perspective of mine, of the classes that we've learned, I can say, apart from this statistical, apart from this basic theory classes, we have a lot of modern pressing problems discussed in such classes, like technology and society, and gender and work. In the class of gender and work, which is taught by Professor Beata, we discussed very thought-provoking and pressing problems of today's glass ceiling that women are facing, inequalities between women and men. And the class was filled with discussions all the time, and it was very interesting and interesting to participate in them. In technology and society class I also liked, because we were able to discuss such modern issues of social media effect on society, some technologies, how we are using today, and how it affects us and the different societies throughout the globe in general. And as our program is global social studies, it is also interesting, and I think this is a unique characteristic of this program, because unlike maybe other sociology programs, because I was researching before applying to different programs, here it is very interesting to see the approach that the department is giving to look at the societies from the wholesome, from the global perspective, and it is a little bit close to my background of international relations, because we can see that we are discussing some problems not only in some narrowed way, but globally. And I can say also that the classes throughout the semesters, throughout the years, are very well planned and well distributed. So you do not have, of course, you have to study a lot and read a lot, but you are able to not being pressured, to not feel pressured, because it is defined in a good way. So I myself was able to participate in some extracurricular activities also. I go to sports activities. I do sightseeing a lot in Budapest, very beautiful city. I love it. And also I am a student ambassador, so here it is sort of a part-time job also for a student who are willing to do so, and it is a great opportunity to participate in such events like this and get to know a lot more people in a professional environment as well. And lastly, I would like to talk about the internship. As Professor mentioned, yes, our department provides great places to go to, but it is not limited to this. Because I myself wanted to do the internship before the planned time in the last semester, and I'm thankful to the department who allows this to happen. And I was able to do my internship in the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection of Kazakhstan. So I did it during my free time in the summer holidays, and everything was very reachable. Even though I was not in Budapest, all the necessary documents and approval was fast, because we were always connected with the professors, even during the holidays, through the emails. So I personally truly love being here and studying here. And the professor, I think, will mention all of our contacts. And if you have any questions, I'm always ready to help and answer you. Thank you.
Thank you, Anel. I go back to my presentation very quickly because yeah, so here you can see how to find us. So you can come to the Corvinus University of Budapest, in the building where the library is, the modern building, and we are on the fifth floor. And you can find us on social media. And if you check the university website, there is also a session on the Sociology Master Program. So, and here you can see my email address. If you have some special questions, you can turn to me. As Anna mentioned, we intend to give very practical and very theoretical knowledge to our students, who hopefully will have a good opportunity to find a job which will be the best for them, for their career. So thank you very much for listening to us.